Millions of Ukrainians freeze in the darkness as Russian strikes take out 50% of the country's energy infrastructure.
Climate change negotiators given an extra day to thrash out a deal on global warming measures.
Qatar bans the sale of alcoholic drinks at its football stadiums, just days before the FIFA World Cup gets underway.
Ukraine shudders as the first snows of the harshest of winters fall. Massive Russian shelling has knocked out almost half of the country's energy infrastructure. Kyiv has asked Europe for additional support. The situation for millions is dire. Ukraine's Prime Minister said, unfortunately, Russia continues to launch missile strikes on Ukraine's civilian infrastructure, waging war against the civilian population and depriving them of light, water, heat and communications. In Kherson, newly liberated but struggling for basic goods and critical services, the mood is tense. Residents here are crowding for government aid. They are free, but the Russians have left a bitter taste. Despite the suffering of civil society, the Ukrainian army seems stronger than ever. After reclaiming Kherson, it has the Crimean Peninsula in its sights. Local authorities have confirmed that Russia is fortifying positions in the territory that it annexed in 2014. For months it was believed to be untouchable. And in the east, Moscow tries to take the city of Bakhmut to cement its hold on the Donbass. Winter is fast approaching, and with it a likely slowdown in military activities. Before that, both sides are eager to gain whatever advantage they can.
COP27 is giving itself one last chance to avoid the abyss of a planetary failure. One more day to unblock the financing by rich countries of the climate damage reparation fund demanded by developing countries. A promise of $100 billion a year that has not materialized.
Time is not on our side. Dear friends, I remain committed to bringing this conference to a close tomorrow in an orderly manner, with the adoption of a series of consensus decisions that will be comprehensive, ambitious and balanced.
In a last-minute effort, the EU's accepted the principle of the reparation fund on condition that it serves the most vulnerable countries and that countries such as China contribute.
I have to say this is our final offer. This is where the member states can find an agreement, and I have to thank all of them for the courage to go this far, but this is it.
Thank you.
Frantic behind-the-scenes negotiations mark the extension of a climate summit with many loose threads, and whose most ambitious objective is to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels. Unveiled with a great fanfare 3 years ago, the project to build the new European fighter aircraft never got off the ground. Germany, France and Spain have now announced they will move on to the next phase of the new generation fighter plan. With a total cost of €100 billion, it's Europe's biggest defence project.
With the opening game of this year's World Cup just days away, Qatar has banned the sale of beer and other alcoholic drinks at its football stadiums. It's a major U-turn at the 11th hour on an agreement with FIFA that fans would be allowed to drink during matches. Now fans will only be able to purchase non-alcoholic beverages at the 8 venues hosting games. Supporters will still be free to enjoy the atmosphere with a beer in hand at fan zones and other special hospitality areas. But many visitors will likely still be disappointed by the sudden change of heart from Qatari authorities. FIFA says it agreed to the last-minute ban after discussions with the hosts.